Dustin, Troy, and we're back here at Supercar Sunday, brought to you by Porsche Woodland Hills. It's Muscle Car Pro Touring Day. Jim Bassett from Bonefab always brings something crazy. How many crazy things do you have, Jim?
I don't know, a few. Half a dozen or so or more.
So what do we have here?
This is a road race 67 Camaro. It's been a road race car since the mid-70s. I bought it as an unfinished project off a guy. They got sick and couldn't finish it. He had it half taken apart. I bought it in full kit form, basically. The motor was there. Put it back together. It's got a aluminum headed 406 in it. It makes like 550, 600 horsepower.
Naturally aspirated.
Naturally aspirated. I put the Weber EFI setup on it just for the ooh-ah with the ghetto gold stacks. We call the car Guacamole because the green and gold kind of fits it whatnot. It's got a Tremec T56 in it that's nice. Road race close ratio. It's got a TCI torque arm with a 9-inch, big Willwoods all the way around. The car's just a fucking kick in the ass to drive.
So Jim builds, he's got a shop called Bonefab up in Oxnard. He builds crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And this is a toy of his. I remember seeing it when he first got it in pieces. Jim's always doing crazy stuff.
He doesn't have anything in it. It needs this. Yeah, it's the spark arrestor.
So the day just began, the cars are coming in. But you know, I always say all these guys doing these wide body fender flares, and they think it's all
whale tail, dude. That's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah. You know, they think, oh God, I've got these, you know, flared fenders, and they were doing this in the late 60s and 70s. There's nothing new about it. And it's like a generation of people forgot about it. But there you go. How are those meats?
Same generation of people forgot to work as well.
Say that again?
I said the same generation of people forgot to do work as well.
Around here at Supercar Sunday, you got to be tough.
Just to keep the assholes from flipping pennies in there.
Yeah. There you go. Guacamole by Jim Bassett at Bonefab, bonefab.com. He does a lot of work on my cars. Great guy. Hey John, let's do your car real fast so I got this thing rolling. So I met John, God, almost 20 years ago at Supercar Sunday. He had a
at the coffee shop.
The coffee shop. He had a road race El Camino. What year was that car?
66.
66, and he'd come in, and the funny part is one day he comes in and all these Z06 guys are at the track the day before, and he pulls in, they're surrounding because they want to know about the El Camino. Did it have paint on it? Was it primered?
No, it was dented, rusted, and primered, man. It
about
was
the
ugly.
The El Camino that was beating people at Willow, that had to be a NASCAR body chassis, and he threw it on, and you were killing all the.
It's a 66 El Camino.
Push the engine back, what, 12 inches?
Motor's set back 7.5 inches. Front suspension's forward a couple inches. Everything's been kind of rearranged on the car. I focused all my attention on the suspension and performance, and not on the paint, and it caught a lot of people off guard.
So I recorded that car for a couple of video games. Let me tell you something. He puts together some cool stuff. So what do we have here?
So this is my daily driver. Honest to God daily driver. It's a 65 Skylark. It's just grandma's old Skylark. 4.9-inch mini tubbed. BMW wheels fit on it. 4-point cage, all for safety, of course. Front brakes are 13-inch vet brakes. With a LS motor. I want to sound like an imposter. It's actually a Vortec 5.3.
Real men have 6 liters.
Yes. On the stand at home.
Oh, do you have a 6 liter ready to go?
Yes.
Of course you do.
Yes. It's just this. Honestly, God, this is my daily driver. I'm building another daily driver, so I don't have time to snatch the motor out of this and experiment with a new motor and things like that. So once the other daily's running good, then this one will get a little bit more attention. Maybe I'll paint it someday, but maybe I'll just leave it with 50 years of
yeah, that's my approach right now. So John builds really cool stuff. You know, when's the last time you saw a Skylark with an LS motor with a big light setup? Like, why do you have this huge light down here?
Night drives, driving at night. I drive to work at 4:30 in the morning, so definitely not for ripping through the canyons in the middle of the night.
No, you don't do stuff like that.
Not anymore. So this is the family fun car. I used to have a car seat in the back. It's been to Vegas a couple times. It goes everywhere. Yeah, I love it.
What kind of power is it making, you think?
maybe 300. That little motor's worn out, man.
Well, I recorded this too for a video game, and
Yes.
I wasn't there that day, but I gave him the wheels and tires off my '68 Camaro because they're about gone, and we wanted to shred some stuff up. Yes. He brought them back, and the only thing that was showing was metal. Like,
Well,
they were gone.
We exploded 2 of them, and then we had 2 sets to go through. So we exploded 2 of them, and then the other 2 were almost gone. They were good snow tires because they had lots of metal sticking out of them.
Yeah, and that was done on a private track for a movie.
That's when we found out the car would do 130.5 mile on the limiter.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I always try to record Jim's cars, but he's too busy at the shop. Whatever. He's too busy. He's got some good stuff to record too.
Yeah, I see this thing. I see the El Camino sitting down there.
Oh, yeah,
So the day's just beginning out here. Supercar Sunday, Muscle Car Day. All right, more to come. It's gonna be a beautiful day. We'll try to get a lot of video today, and we'll see you later. Good morning. We're back here at Supercar Sunday, brought to you by Porsche Woodland Hills. It's Muscle Car Day at the show, so let's take a quick walk around. And what a fun day! You know, pro touring car. I mean, this car's known, I said this before, globally in the pro touring world, and the owner's an absolute wonderful man. He followed his passion. He has his own business in the car world. He started because he loved his cars and built this amazing Camaro. It's fast, handles great. I've been in it.
Yeah.
It's easy for it. We got some Camaros here.
So he does it before when it comes to the time.
It's like my wife does a lot of it.
We got the Charge 67 back here.
Good meeting. All right, you as well, Scott. Enjoy the rest of the show. I'll talk to you soon.
Can you tell us about the Charge Car 67 real quick?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. You got everything in this car is absolute. Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. You okay? I'm done hitting kids right now. All right. Everything about the Charge 67 is brand new. There's not a single old Ford part in here. You have an all-electric vehicle, handcrafted in London. It's the only car company that can actually say they're handcrafted in London. You're doing a limited run, super limited of 499 ever to be made. You have all-electric, 200-mile range, sub 4 seconds, 0 to 60 time. The most impressive stat about this car is 1,120 plus pound-foot of torque. Wow. Coming out of this all-wheel drive, 4 motors, 1 each wheel. So you get the butterflies, you get the neck snaps, you get everything you need to have fun in this car, but you get the new technology, you get radar-based systems, driving systems, ease, effort. Have you ever driven an old 67? Fun to look at, hard to drive. This thing is effortless, fun, fast, and like I said, limited, starting at $450,000.
When are they going to start delivering these to the U.S. market?
You'll start to see them in Q1 of 24. Right now, we're taking $5,000 deposits, totally refundable, and that ensures your build spot. You get to pick your number, we get you in line, and we are almost sold out of our allocations, build slots for 23. So things have been going great so far.
And it's kind of like the Ferrari tailor-made program where you sit down with the designers, the interior, exterior.
Yes.
They walk you through it, high level, extremely professional, and you actually tailor-make the entire car.
Completely bespoke car. They're going to be like snowflakes. They're all different. They're all unique. We have an in-house artist who sits down and we literally build your car together. We make renderings. We send you the renderings. They're beautiful. We walk you through the entire process. We show you each step. And really, you become part of the Charge family. And it's more than just a sales funnel. It's really you getting to be in charge of your own car. Why buy a suit off the rack? You're going to take it to the tailor.
And your thoughts on who's the buyer for this car?
The buyer.
What's the demo?
That's a great question. So far, we've seen so much interest from so many different people. It's for somebody who loves that look. Like, all new cars are starting to look the same, and we've already seen every sort of car, especially enthusiasts like you and I. But this is something unique. It gives you present day 2022 and forward technology with like the iconic design. If I drive up in a Rolls Royce or I drive up in this, people look at this. We're in Los Angeles. Rolls Royces still, it's a pinnacle of a vehicle. Not to pick on them, they're an amazing vehicle, but this is something that only 499 are ever going to exist in the world.
You know, I've got a handful of muscle cars, and I'll tell you, I've got my big block 69 Camaro, which is probably 650 horsepower. It's a 4-speed, gets about 3.5 miles per gallon.
Awesome car, but yeah.
You can't drive it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
You can drive it, but you can't drive it.
You gotta wrestle it. You gotta wrestle it.
You know, and I saw this at the debut at the Peterson. You guys were out here last week, and people are going crazy over this because it's not a kit. It's not a rust-to-mod in the sense it was something that was old and rusted and re-welded and put back together. Every single thing's new, totally bespoke. It's really the Ferrari, Porsche, high-end, quality experience design more than just the looks.
Absolutely. It focuses deeper than that. It's high-end design. It's people who have everything already, who say, listen, this could be also used as a daily driver. We have crash tested this in Europe. It is completely passing all standards in Europe right now. We're doing that to get into the United States as well.
Incredible.
So we are confident in this product that, yeah, people can use this as a Sunday cruiser. People can use this as a daily driver if they want. They can just add it to their collection. You don't need to be that, oh, I have 40 cars. If you have the money and you want to be forward thinking at the forefront of technology, but really have an iconic design, this is for you. I mean, you could have one other car, and this is perfect.
So the other thing people need to realize is they hear that price tag and they go 450 grand.
Yep.
Well, if you're taking your 67, 68 fastback that needs a total restoration, you're going to customize it, pro touring, hand-built parts.
Yep.
You're looking at $500,000 from a top quality builder starting point.
Then electrify.
Starting point.
Exactly.
So if you look at it in terms of every nut and bolt, every piece of fabric, every piece of metal is brand new.
Yep.
With all the technology, for a top level restoration place, this would probably be well over $1 million.
Apples
You
to
agree?
apples. Apples to apples. This is a better deal. Go bid out your process. Go bid out what's going to happen. I see people throw hundreds and hundreds. I mean, they're money pits at the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely.
We all love them for the same reason. That's why we built this, because we love everything they design. We want to make it ready for now and forward. And it, like you said, you're in it way over.
Absolutely.
And that's just a start. And then you got to maintain that thing.
And the other issues that at the unveiling, the CEO mentioned that you're a technology company.
Correct.
So what does that mean to the average layperson, the average person at a car show?
Sure. I mean, to be able to get the tooling this way, to be able to get the bespoke carbon, like this whole piece right here, carbon fiber right there. You're taking it from something that would weigh, and forgive my rough numbers, 50 pounds on the actual car down to 5 pounds, right? You're looking at 4 quad motors on here. So you're looking at...
So that's amazing. All-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive, torque vectoring. You're talking about...
Wow.
You know, you're getting...
The same technology that Lamborghini, Ferrari, well, the all-wheel drive supercars.
Yep.
Basically.
Yeah. And so you're... It's a different... I mean, it's the same demo we're going after, but it's a different demo at the same time. You know, this is... ultimately, at the end of the day, with the price point, like you mentioned, you can't build it for the cost that we're asking.
I agree.
And I don't think, and I can't speak for the company on this behalf, but you know, you and I talking, this is a passion project, not a profit project. Right. So
hence you're a technology company first.
Exactly.
Which is the same thing Elon said.
Exactly. So swing it back to that. We got the technology coming to do Project 2, which I guarantee you feel like this.
Interesting.
What I've heard it's going to be, and I can't tell you, it is every
well, if it's muscle car
moment left in us,
it's got to be a 69 Z28 Camaro. If you have this, it's got to be bookends with a Camaro.
No comment, but it's going to be awesome. And I don't think there's a single... person out there. And that's the next point. The response has been crazy. Showing up here, look at all the big block engines. Look at all the things that guzzle gas. I was born a petrol head. Like, I am a performance driver outside of this. I understand. But this is the future, and ultimately going to get better performance, and I can't argue with numbers. So technology company first, you're using motors that are designed for large electric vans and buses, right? So that's where we're getting those torque numbers. You get huge things.
The torque's unbelievable.
Exactly, right? And that's what we're really after. Horsepower is cool, but we like feeling, right?
Yeah. Well, torque's what gets you moving.
Yeah, torque is what makes you feel fun. And if you have torque vectoring, if you can, the batteries also, if they're sewn into the chassis of the car for more rigidity of the car. So if you have torque vectoring, you have instant torque, and if you have a really rigid chassis, you have all the keys to success.
Awesome. Well, listen, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I'm doing a quick walk around.
Beautiful.
Thank you for bringing the supercar and sharing it.
Thank you for having us.
Always. Love
Cheers.
it. So, second time out here at Supercar Sunday. A lot of technology here.
But I wonder if the options would be more retro. I was sort of from an interior standpoint, especially from an interior standpoint, where you don't feel
Really a beautiful car.
Yeah, maybe it's soft.
Hand built in London. You know, it smells, the leather inside, you think you're in a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. It's just the aroma is just incredible. But another amazing vehicle, Supercar Sunday. Charged cars. You know, and you come over here, Z28 4-speed Camaro, everybody's dream car right here. Oh, geez, we got troublemakers out here.
Good to see you.
It's been what, 48 hours?
I missed you so much. I thought you'd come out and see you.
We appreciate it. Ooh, look at this. That's nice too. It's a lot of power.
Oh yeah.
Another great day. Supercar Sunday brought to you by Porsche Woodland Hills. We bring the community together, the car community, everybody else. We got these troublemaker truck guys here, come every Sunday.
That Buick has been coming here for 20 years, remember that?
20 years it's come here.
That's his.
Love it. 20 years.
Yeah, even before.
You know what? That makes my heart so happy I can't tell you. That's what I keep telling people is you guys are sitting here smiling. They're smiling. Everyone's smiling. There's no better community out here than the car community. We got everybody.
On Sunday mornings.
Thank you guys. Look at this. This is beautiful too. Another LS swap. This is really nice. That is really nice. So, just another walkthrough. Hey, how are you?
Good, man. How you been?
Life's good. Supercharged. What a fun day out here.
I was going to say we're going to have to push up that purchase.
Another beautiful fastback.
Not what I'm looking for.
I saw another car over there. That's convertible.
I love this car. This car's beautiful. I'm a Camaro guy. I mean, I'm an everything guy, but love this car.
Yeah, we're live.
Engines pushed back, LS. That's a nice car. This is kind of what I would envision my 68 looking like. Same gauges, but when I get there. Hey, how's life? You're good?
Yeah.
Good. Another amazing Charger.
This is my favorite one.
I know it's all resto lots.
Sean's the Road Race Mustang. Another LS Swap Chevelle. Another group of troublemakers out here.
Yeah, that's right. And you can't stop us.
You know what? I got Lee. Between Lee and I, we'll stop everything.
Is that right?
And you have this. are you, Dennis? Is this your new vehicle?
I got it.
It's not black.
Yeah. Well, I would have bought it, but it didn't fit my garage.
Well, just build a new garage. Good grief.
Why would you need?
Because you can. Because you can.
So much weight. He doesn't have any parking space there.
He's got plenty of. Great day out here. Supercar Sunday. Happy people everywhere. You gotta love it. This thing's beautiful. He's been coming to the show forever too. Hey, what do you say, gents?
How long this car is. You could fit at least 2 more rows back there. I don't even think you can.
Look at this interior. He just had it redone. I mean, this car is so well done. This is what I call a real car.
Yeah.
Look how the door shuts. That's what I call a real car. Done, 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 done. Look at this thing. That's what puts a super in a supercar.
That's very cool. Very cool.
Muscle car day, Ferrari.
I think that'd be Corvette.
Great day out here. So this is in fact a muscle car. So we both agreed this is a pro touring muscle car.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about it. What do we have here?
It's a 1972 Honda N600. This one's highly modified though. It's a VFR 800 V4 Interceptor motor out of a 98 Honda Interceptor. 6 speed, still from the motorcycle's transmission. 12,000 RPM.
Wow.
Narrowed Miata front and rear suspension. It's now rear wheel drive car. 1,400 pounds.
Now, did you buy it like this? You
Bought
did
it like this,
Bought it
yeah.
like this. And where'd you find it?
Bring a trailer, actually. Yeah.
And why did you have to have this? Because you've got some other cool
I'm
stuff.
into motorcycles. I'm into cars. This is the best of both worlds.
And so you have this. What else do you have that you bring here?
69 Z28, 40th anniversary Porsche 911, 2002 Corvette Z06.
So you've got the kaleidoscope, but high horsepower
mix.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then you have this, which
little
is
horsepower, but no weight.
And how is it to drive?
It's like driving a first-gen Miata.
Got it.
Track. With no reverse.
And what's the response on the road from people if you go up to the rock store or a car show?
Oh, everywhere you go, it's surrounded by people. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you bringing it out.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Of course, though. How fast?
Again.
Geared to do about 137.
Wow.
About quarter mile, I would do 60. Whatever, 150 horsepower.
Smell the Shelby?
How cool is that? Unbelievable. I'm big in Japan. What a great day out here. So I can keep walking around, but I like to stay kind of where the action is, keep an eye on everything, but good grief, look at this.
I don't like slow, Mom. You know
Great day out here. This is really pretty too.
Yeah, it's funny. I took Harry and Roy.
They won't sell it when it's too much liability.
Yeah.
Dennis usually keeps most of them, doesn't he?
So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this guy right here, I haven't seen in 20, 30 years?
30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
Shows up at the car show with a bunch of cars. And then, what's your claim to fame? Tell everyone at Supercar Sunday, because everybody has seen your work globally.
Oh.
Who are you? What? You come out here, this is one of your cars. Who are you?
Everyone knows me as Kiwi. My real name is Dennis. I think my mother's the only person that calls me that now. And I just retired this month from the studios, and along with Randy here, who I've worked for several times. I worked for most of the major studios and built cars.
What kind of cars? What film? What films?
Don't be shy.
Just about anything. Just
Don't
about
be
anything
shy.
with a motor.
He's being very humble.
Yeah.
Being very humble.
know.
This man has been on almost every Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
A lot of the cars you see in Fast and Furious, this guy's done.
He's out here. He's very quiet about it, but most of the iconic cars in Fast and Furious, right?
Yes.
Your hands have touched.
Yes, that's probably true, including the first one, which I'm most proud of, because that was done on a budget, and Paul Walker was RIP was a young man that I got to speak to a lot, and a fellow car buff, so that was good, and that was done on a budget, and did very well.
So if you guys are at Supercar Sunday, all you people who follow the Fast and Furious franchise wonder where those cars came from and who touched them. Some might argue he's a legend walking around.
Yes, he is a legend.
Thank you.
He is a legend.
I was probably what's called the shop foreman, but there was just so many skilled guys out there working their butts off day in and day out, and so there's a lot of people deserve credit. There was sometimes would be in 2 or 3 countries. There'd be guys out in the heat. There'd be guys freezing to death. But we were filming all over the world, and there's a lot of people touch these cars, and a lot of praise to go around, especially for that franchise. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate what you just said, because just like Supercar Sunday, in a way, people say to me, well, you put on the event. Well, if it wasn't for these guys showing up, it would just be me in a parking lot. And your team, your leadership, your help, you've brought joy and excitement to millions hundreds of millions of people with your team.
Yeah.
And you're right, I should acknowledge them too.
Yeah.
But I know you.
Yeah.
So I was giving you the accolades.
No,
but you're absolutely right. It's a team.
Yeah, it takes a lot of people, and we're all pretty proud of our work. But there's a lot goes into some of these cars.
Love it. Well, thank you for being out here.
You're welcome.
He used to try to race me in high school. Yeah. He always won.
No,
I always lost.
Never won.
I always lost because I never raced. We never raced.
Later, buddy.
You out of here?
I'm out of here, dude.
All right, be safe.
I'm here, man.
So great day out here at Supercar Sunday. Everybody's smiling. There you go. Everybody's smiling. So more to come. More to come. Signing off for now. Thank you, Porsche Woodland Hills, for always being here for us, sponsoring the event. Without Porsche Woodland Hills, we wouldn't be here. So you got to acknowledge them. You need a Porsche, you need to service a car, start at Porsche Woodland Hills. Tell them I sent you. Cars everywhere.